Welcome to the NASCAR IRWIN Tools Cup Series Season 3. We are here at the Martinsville Speedway for Race 11. And this is a very big race today. 35 drivers are ready to take on 20 laps around the paperclip known as Martinsville. And it is going to be a true test of ability and skill in the IRWIN Tools Cup Series, but more importantly, this is the final race in the round of 8, as 4 drivers will be heading to Texas with a chance at the championship, and they will join Austin Dillon after his win at Kansas so long ago, and 4 other drivers will be eliminated, wishing they were there for the championship, as we have a couple drivers that need to get a win, a couple guys that just need point stays, and it's all going to unfold here at Martinsville. So now it's time for your Mountain Dew Do-the-Do starting lineup for the STP 500. On row 1, we have Martinsville Jr. and Kyle Busch. Martinsville Jr. is pretty much locked in if he doesn't do anything stupid. Kyle Busch got knocked out last weekend, needs a good run today. Keselowski and Jamie McMurray, both of them do fairly well here at Martinsville. Joey Logano and Denny Hamlin. Joey Logano, he probably needs a win if he wants to go back-to-back, or make it back-to-back in the championship for Jimmy Johnson, AJ Allmendinger. Jimmy Johnson is in the same boat as Joey Logano. Chase Elliott and Clint Bowyer. Chase Elliott, he didn't do so well in the last IRWIN Tools Cup Series race here, hoping to improve that. Matt Kenseth and Kyle Larson. Kyle Larson's third in the cutoff. He just needs a solid day. Ryan Blaney and Danica Patrick. This is one of Danica Patrick's better tracks. We're going to see if she can have a great run here at the paperclip. Kevin Harvick and Kurt Busch, as both of them are probably going to need to get up there and win this race if they want to advance. Ryan Newman and Eric Almirola, as the two of them have quietly just done okay here at the paperclip. Dale Earnhardt Jr., Casey Kane, both of them start mid-pack here at Martinsville, and they're hoping to do some. Eric Jones and Trevor Bayne, two young drivers that are slowly getting better every week. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Chris Buescher. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. has not done very well at Martinsville in recent memory. He tends to crash a lot. Austin Dillon and Michael McDowell. Is Austin Dillon, your Kansas winner, he is locked in to the championship for. Then we have Landon Castro and Paul Menard, as Paul Menard still in the RCR cars. Then we have Ty Dillon and David Reagan, as Ty Dillon's looking to build some momentum for Season 4. Matt DiBenedetto and Daniel Suarez. Matt DiBenedetto is going to be in the 32 for the long run. Suarez had a terrible qualifying effort, so that's why he's in the back. And then we have J.J. Yaley and Ryan Sieg. And then we have Corey LaJoie. There's only a couple more races for BK to crash this season. So now it is time for your Cars 3 honorary starter, as Cars 3 is probably going to be on DVD soon. So the honorary starter is Corin Collier, as he is going to start off, as we have Rusty's Lightning McQueen leading him to the green. So now we are going to start this race, lap 1 out of 20. Green flag is in the air at the paperclip. Martin Truex Jr. takes the lead, and Clint Bowyer gets a nudge by Kyle Larson. Clint Bowyer is going to fall way back. Martin Truex Jr. is going to come around, and he's going to lead lap 1. Lap 2 out of 20, Kyle Busch and Martin Truex Jr. looks like they're working together. You can see Jimmy Johnson. Whoa, Hamlin nudges into McMurray in the back. And you can see Martin Truex Jr. continues to lead here, as they're going single file. You can see Chase Elliott by Jamie McMurray. Up 3 out of 20, as you can see there, single file here as the Gibbs cars really working together. And Kyle Larson looked like he nudged Jamie McMurray, his teammate, out of the way. They are side by side in the back. Lap 4 out of 20, and whoa, we have a crash. A Martinsville pileup. Lap 4 out of 20, we have David Reagan, J.J. Yaley, Daniel Suarez, and Corey LaJoie crash. Let's watch this again. So I don't know, it's just a Martinsville train reaction. Looks like Suarez got into Reagan and they just piled up. J.J. Yaley, his car hit hard. His day is done. Meanwhile, everyone else is on to repairs. David Reagan is getting repairs to his Snap Fitness Ford. Daniel Suarez, he's had a really tough outing at Martinsville so far this weekend. He's just hoping to get by and learn some valuable lessons. And then we have Corey LaJoie. He had some damage, as it wasn't his fault, but he probably should have slowed down a little bit more. Now we're going to restart. Lap 6 out of 20. We're going to see if the Toyotas do the teamwork here. Green flag back in the air. Yes, they do. Martin Truex Jr. back to the lead. And Kyle Larson 3 wide. Look at this. We have a mess down here entering the backstretch. And they have all somehow sorted out. Lap 7 out of 20. Martin Truex Jr. continues to lead, but the Penske guys are behind in Stenhouse and McDowell. Caution is out. And I told you in the pre-race that Ricky Stenhouse Jr. hated this track, and he gets in another crash. Tough luck for him. Let's watch this again. Stenhouse just got loose, I guess, got up the racetrack, and he clips Michael McDowell. And man, McDowell does a great job to keep it off the wall, or get less damage, of course. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., his day is done again, and he's in the garage. He just hates this place. I mean, he crashed last time in the IRWIN Tools Cup Series. And so now we have Michael McDowell. He's getting repairs. He's had a really consistent season, and this team's getting better, so they want to run all the laps. And now we're nearing the halfway bonus. Now we have the restart, lap 10 out of 20. And it looks like the Gibbs car or Toyota cars aren't going to work together, and Kyle Busch takes the lead. Kyle Busch takes the lead from Martin Truex, as Kyle Busch probably knows he has to win this race if he wants to advance. And Kyle Busch is going to win the halfway bonus. And you can see Kyle Busch continues. And look at Jimmy Johnson, Denny Hamlin. We have some new players starting to come to the picture. Joey Logano is in second. And Logano and Jimmy Johnson have to win the race if they want to advance. Lap 12 out of 20, Logano is hunting him down. Kyle Busch could be in some big trouble here. And Logano gives him a nudge, and Joey Logano takes the lead. Lap 13 out of 20, and Ryan Blaney and Dale Jr. are wrecked. Two drivers that were close to the top 10 into the wall. And tough luck for them, as Dale Jr., he was putting on a show. He was moving up. And Kenseth, I don't know what happened, if Blaney cut down a bit or Kenseth got into, but he spins out, gets into Jr. Both their days are done. So Ryan Blaney, it's been checkers or wreckers this season. He's had some promises, but he's crashed a lot. And Dale Earnhardt Jr., he won at Daytona, but it's just been a rough season. And both of them are in the garage, and man, that's just tough. And so now we're going to restart lap 15 out of 20. Who advances at Texas? We have Logano, Kyle Busch, and Johnson up front. Green flag back in the air. Logano gets a great restart, but Jimmy Johnson gets a better one. Jimmy Johnson to the lead. And now Logano going to try to kill Hamlin. Maybe no. Logano into the wall. Big chase implications. Joey Logano is hard into the wall. Caution is out. Lap 15 out of 20. And the window net is down on Joey Logano's car after a hard hit. And this reminded me so much of Matt Kenseth versus Joey Logano. So we're going to watch. Logano looks like he tries to duck down, but oh, Hamlin's there. And remember, Denny Hamlin and Logano have a history, especially the last couple races. That could have been payback for whenever Logano knocked Hamlin out in the round of 16. So, wow, very interesting episode. Joey Logano, he is not going to advance to the championship and heartbreaking for him. Now we're going to restart up 18 out of 20. We're going to see if Hamlin prevents Johnson from winning to help Kyle Busch. Green flag back in the air, clean restart, and Jimmy Johnson clears them. And Hamlin side by Kyle Busch. He has to let him in if he wants to have a chance. Kyle Busch now, he has to get by Jimmy Johnson. Lap 19 out of 20. Jimmy Johnson is leading and looks like he's pulling away. Kyle Busch needs to get to him, or otherwise he will be out and will not be competing for a championship. Does he have anything? One lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank. Kyle Busch tries to get the run, but Jimmy Johnson looks like he's in cruise control. They head into turn 3. Kyle Busch tries to overdrive it, and he gets loose. Jimmy Johnson is going to compete for a championship. Jimmy Johnson wins at Martinsville. What a clutch win for Jimmy Johnson as he wins his second race of season 3, and this one is going to send him to Texas. Watch this restart as Jimmy Johnson gets an excellent start. Kyle Busch can't get to him, and Jimmy Johnson is going to Texas, and he's going to do his burnout. This 48 team struggled the early half of the season, but they are starting to gain momentum, and the 48 is probably considered now one of the favorites entering Texas. So congrats to the number 48 of Brandon G. 1824. as you are into the championship 4. So here's your race results. Jimmy Johnson wins the race. Denny Hamlin with a good second place finish. Kyle Busch, heartbreaking third. That will not be enough to advance. Lawrence Truex Jr., Kyle Larson have good days. Kurt Busch in 13th, Harvick in 16th. I mean, Stuart Haas just didn't show up this week. Austin Dillon 19th. And let's look at the top 10. Danica Patrick got 8th. Chase Elliott had a good run in 7th. And AJ Allmendinger, look at that, he got 10th. So some good days up in the front. And look at the last page. Suarez, he's lucky to get out of here with a 30th place finish. He just struggled. I mean, he's still a rookie. He's still learning this place. And just tough luck for him. Joey Logano, though, is the one that's got to be crushing on this list. 31st. He probably could have won the race, and he couldn't get the deal done. And Ryan Blaney, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Ricky Stenhouse had tough days, and sucks for them. So now here are your final round of 8 points. You can see Jimmy Johnson, Austin Dillon are in by their wins. Truex Jr. at plus 40. And that's with 2 winners. Imagine if there were no winners. He would have like plus 100. And then Kyle Larson is the last driver to advance. He advances on points. And Kyle Busch is 13 points out. And that would be very interesting. This all goes back to the Brickyard race. If Kyle Busch would have won that race, he probably would be in. And you see your championship for Austin Dillon, Kyle Larson, Jimmy Johnson, Martin Truex Jr. So these 4 drivers are going to be competing for the 3rd championship in the Irwin Tools Cup Series next weekend, or maybe not next weekend. It just depends at the Texas Motor Speedway. It's been 3 weeks since I posted a video or posted an Irwin Tools Cup Series race, and you can see the 48 winning. But hopefully it gets better. I mean, school just sucks, but yeah, it's going to be a big fight to the end to see who wins the championship. So, once again, congrats to Jimmy Johnson and the 48 team, as once again, Jimmy Johnson, Chad Knaus, that entire team shows us that you should never, ever count out the 48.